Well, hello. I've had way too much coffee today. But there's some celebration because I ordered and I got a copy of a proof of my next book, The Tribe. And I've been editing this and going over it and hoping that if everything goes well, I should have this book should be released in April. So that's what I'm shooting for. So stay on the lookout for The Tribe in April. Second book in Bedtime Stories and Dreams. And today I'm going to continue with the 12 steps to write a book. And I'll just go over some of the steps we've covered already. I put 12 because 12, again, if you watch the previous episode, you can see the number 12. Anyway, number 1 was space. Look for a space, something quiet, noisy, whatever suits you. Big, open, small. And number 2 was tools. So the tools you need to write, you need a computer, typewriter. I guess nowadays computer is the best. You can use paper, but hey, it's going to take a long time. Number 3 was title of a book. Come up with a good title for your book. Number 4, ideas for the story. You can go back and review that and give you some ideas how you get your ideas for your story. Number 5 was the formula, the DDN formula, description, dialogue, and narration, mixed up in different combinations and using that to tell your story. Number 6 was time to write. You need time to write. You've got to have time. Make time, find time. Time is what you need. And number 7 was research. You're going to have to do research depending on what your topic is. And the research could also be for the characters in the story, because a lot of the characters, depending on their job or skill or whatever, you need to find out what they do. So you have to write about that and be authentic as possible. And number 8 is opening line. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to combine number 8 and number 10. So it's actually number 8 and number 9. So opening line and memorable ending, we're going to put together. I had that as number 10, but I'm changing it to number 9. Like you'll be doing when you write your book, you change a lot of things around. So that said, let's go back to opening lines. The opening line and the memorable ending is very useful because it could be as well known or memorable as the actual title of your book. And people remember these things. And here are some famous opening lines to some famous books. You can try to find out what they are, and maybe it's easy. You can figure them out just from the opening line or closing. Here we go. Number 1. All this happened more or less. Number 2. As Gregor Samsa awoke one morning from uneasy dreams, he found himself transformed in his bed into a monstrous vermin. Famous story. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. The man in black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. It was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13. It was the day my grandmother exploded. Call me Ishmael. No, you should know that one. Okay, so here's some famous closing lines. So closing lines. You must go on. I can't go on. I'll go on. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. Yes, I said, isn't it pretty to think so? He loved Big Brother. The knife came down, missing him by inches as he took off. After all, tomorrow is another day. So those are some famous ones from famous books. You can try to find out, what book they're from. And I've written down some ideas. How do you come up with opening lines or closing lines? Now, there really are no rules, but you can follow these guidelines if you like, and maybe that can help you find or come up with an idea, because the idea is unique, whatever it is for your opening or your closing line. So the first thing, number one, is you can use a statement or a fact, something that's true, everybody knows. That could be your opening or closing. Character's voice, something that's said, the character will say something, and that could be the opening or closing of the book. Mood, have the mood, establish the mood. Like right now, I've drunk a lot of coffee. I keep drinking it, so I'm really hyper. Establish the mood. It could be something about the weather, something like that. Anything. Dangerous place. Question. You could ask a question. The question can be about to ask more questions, or find out information, or get information, or unknown information. Number 5, frame the story. Frame that. People use this a lot. They just say, "Oh, it's like a house. Build the foundation, build the house, build the roof." Well, it is true in some way. You frame the story. And then I have some opening lines I'm giving away. These are for free. You can have these. If you want to use them, I don't know. It's up to you. Here's the first one. I'm so lucky. Now what do I do? I need to get out of here. My memories make me smile and cry. So some ideas. I just made those up. I'm not going to use those, but anyway. So, and again, don't forget my book, The Tribe, Springtime, coming out in spring, The Tribe. Second book to Bedtime Stories and Dreams. First book was Dream Killer. You can get that online, Amazon and other places. Anyway, good luck and goodbye.